Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime, I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you want it to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Couldn't fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, You take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah.
Born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime.
Come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever who we are, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you will be where we know again. Right from the start, I see the end. A world torn apart, but I know we're meant forever hold. No matter if we cast away a fire in the dark, I know that you and me, we will awaken.
Yeah. Ay, push start, ay. Ball so hard, ay. Raise the bar, ay. Turn into a star, ay. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard? Ayy, what about too hard? Ayy, ayy, about too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort. Yeah, your corpse getting severed. The industry dry as a desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping is basic, skipping is classic. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we countin' them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard? Ayy, what about too hard? Ayy, ayy, about too hard, ayy. They not gon' like this, don't like surprises. I cause a crisis, man, I'm a scientist. With the music I spice things, up to my liking. Man, I want nice things, nice things. That's not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my nigga from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you'll have no career. Take a good look in the mirror. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard? Ayy, what about too hard? Ayy, ayy, about too hard.
working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much.
Everybody loves an underdog.
Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Tell me everything's alright. Life is just a bunch of faces, and if it's not, we'll still be fine. I know we're going places. I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different.
And Secret Club, it's no secret they are having a cracker of a season
You
so
put
far.
me
Looking
in the
over,
perfect
as
light
described
for,
my jaw's
and
not
that's
round.
when you can see all my flaws.
Talking of
And I
everything
can
that's
tell
going
you
on here.
don't mind that.
Absolute monster so far. 126 frags.
Say, come a little closer.
The frags he's getting, he's got
I'm here and I can show you.
11 3K.
So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you. How to love you.
They're looking for
How to love you. I'm reaching overload. Tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control. Show me everything I need to know. Reaching overload. Tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control. Show me everything I need.
former envious player. He's been liquid. He's been all over the joint. He's very seasoned. Sprinkle of pepper. He knows his way around the block. And also, we've got some other big names on the sides of Auckland. Do we not, Les? There is no holes in their armor, in their suit of armor they're wearing, and they're marching into this matchup as well. Should be getting things underway in just a tick. CS:GO players in tradition, keeping us waiting. Wouldn't expect any less. we've been hoping for a Dust 2 to see the pug-centric map and see if we can get a frag fest going. Bit like deathmatch, but time should tell what map it will be. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering what the heck is going on, I'm the Coach 101 and I'm here with Laz as well, all for your season 35 of the MDL. Definitely, trying to up our social game, and it starts with a couple of follows. So feel free to chuck us a follow at the Coach 101 on socials, and Laz for your socials. We're aiming to try and do 4 games minimum per week, see how things go over the next few. So please do keep us bookmarked. That shows my age there. Don't need to bookmark. Just go follow us. That's the start, isn't it? You gotta put us in the favorites tab. Yeah, no one does that anymore. Maybe it's just me. So they were a bit weaker on the knees, weren't they? That's to say the least. Coming into this matchup in statistics to statistics from side to side, if Auglis are not to get the CT side, I'm very concerned to see how the first half is going to be. I hope we're not going to see a bully fest of Secret Club exposing Auglis, but we'll see very, very shortly. Players just entering the server, so switching over from our Dust 2 and over to the Overpass. And if you're not too much of an Overpass player, let me just give you the lowdown of what you need to know. Strats. Daylight. What would be your one tip to give a team when they're entering the map of Overpass, Laz? What would you say is like the biggest thing to look out for? Bang on, my dudes. And that is from the horse's mouth. You heard it there. Really, you do need to get map control. Early frags are good in Overpass, but truthfully, if it's a quick play, if it's a slow play, you've just got to make sure you know where your position of your players are set up and where that flash is going to come in to get you for that entry pick or whatever it is going to be. So time ticking away, and we are very, very close to the starting whistle. Momentarily, I see almost the numbers we need. And talking of CS and with kind of the ever-changing meta, I spoke about the Open ages ago. That was changed, but same with the Tech 9. And more recent changes, you've got the AUG, you've got the Krieg, or the COD Cannon, as I like to call it. I wonder what's going to be next in the CSGO meta. Are you going to be adding a weapon? Are you going to be doing maybe a nerf or a buff of a rifle? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's CSGO 2, eventually, Laz? What's your thoughts on CSGO 2? I'm the diehard optimist, my dude. I'm praying, I'm hopeful there's going to be a CS:GO too. But yeah, if I was to be holding my breath since when it was rumor mill spoken about, I think I would be KO by now. I'd be fragged.
Yeah, it definitely would make a big difference. But I mean, we'll see what happens when Source 2 can actually come out, but will be a matter of time if it does come out ever.
If ever, more like the Half-Life saga. Oh, Half-Life 3 is coming out, and it was VR. It was a really cool game, but it was not the game everyone was expecting.
Not the game that everyone's expecting, of course. But I mean, VR very cool. I'm definitely excited to see what they can pull through eventually, and maybe we'll see Counter-Strike VR one day. I don't know. Maybe it's in the cards. I have no idea.
Whoa! Can you imagine a tournament with that? All these guys just like swinging around. How would bunny hopping look on VR? There's so many questions, and I'm not going to give the answers. I'm not sure if Laz has them either, but I do have one kind of answer for you, and that answer is we are going to be starting the game soon. When's it happening? Very shortly. 10 players are in the server from what I can see, and if my math is correct, we should be getting the clicking of the heads started super shortly.
Things should be underway momentarily. We are just waiting for players to ready up. I mean, the 15 minutes has passed, so now just waiting to see. Maybe someone's getting the cat off the keyboard or something like that. I don't know, but
Getting your little brother out of the room, whatever it is. I'm playing, I'm gaming.
I'm gaming. I need you to get out of here.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
That used to be the worst. I remember those days. Like, hey, you guys got to get off the internet. Like, I got a match, so like, don't be on the internet for like at least an hour. Oh, the joys of terrible internet.
Change the password real quick. Just the passwords change again. Laz must be playing a game. So, talking of playing games, two teams playing a game with a blade.
This is actually looking pretty good. And Secret Club pulls it through. Now they will be switching sides, so we're going to be on that CT side. So should be getting the LO3 coming through very quickly, and that's going to come in now. So Secret Club versus Recon5 for anybody that is just tuning in. Thank you so much. It is ESEA MDL with your hosts Laz and the coach. And a big pause to throw things off a little bit here, coach.
Someone still needs to change that Wi-Fi password clearly. And talking of the matter of facts and stats of what we can do so far, it might be goose egg to goose egg and straight in with the timeout. But Recon5 and Auglis, I should say, they're going to be starting on the T side. So I did mention it, Laz, and not looking to put any hoaxy-pokesy cast his curse on this game, but with Secret Club's performance so far, and if they do anything of the sorts to what we saw in our previous matchup, this is going to be a rather speedy game. But we will see as round number 1 kicks off. It's pistol round, and Recon5, they're on the T side, and Secret Club, they're going to be on the CT Auglis. That's gonna keep muddling me forever, that will.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, especially, but you can see the Ex-Recon5, they are the ones that are going to be pushing through middle. But, the one thing we noticed before on their previous match, I mean, their T-side wasn't their best suit also, so it's going to be a big question. Can they now fix what was not working before? That was a different map. I mean, give it that, but overpass T-side is definitely not an easy task. And you can see they actually do have mid control, and Wrath actually is going to be creeping his way. He's trying to make something connect, but now T's are completely flying at him. No ammo for this fight, actually giving his back, and Jet takes him down. So they're going to be able to get this position, leaving it just down to the 4 players, but it looks like a bit of a retake setup from Secret Club, coach.
It will be, and they've got the nades queued up there at Dumpster. Chucking him in. Loads of damage inflicted to Valens there. So IGL, he'll be not leading anyone. We're almost removed from this server. Still 5 players up though. 5 versus 4. And Secret Club super organized here and planning their wave attack to retake. Oh, grabbing one. Taking one out at Optimus. Does make it the 4 versus 3. Smoke chucked down, and I don't see a kit. Yes, I do. It's going to be on Wolfie. Or Wolf, I should say. Getting a few frags and going into the smoke. Slapping that defuse, and all players removed from Recon5. Pretty effortlessly, might I say, from Secret Club.
Yeah, that was a very clean retake from Secret Club. They really didn't show like any sort of weakness. The fact that they kind of waited things out. They actually did the double nade, did a lot of damage against Valens, like you were saying. They do get the bomb down Ex-Recon5, but you can see they're actually going to go for the force with the Galeals. with the one scout in the hands of Fugly. And a bit of an interesting buy from Secret Club. I mean, they do have the one M4 with MP9s. So the MP9s will be a good moneymaker for them potentially. But Wrath actually going to be creeping his way through the connector. The door going to get exploded. And now will be open. Or Ex-Recon5 not really doing anything too aggressive yet, but they do actually maintain that B outside lobby control.
You're definitely right, lads. Not even seeing a FAMAS. We do see the M4, the A4 on the side of Jitter. Hopefully his aim is on point, because that'd be a big giveaway if he was to lose that. CT super expensive. MP9 Wrath, top frag of the server, grabbing one and upgrading to the Galil. So already this is looking to be slipping away from Auglis.
Yeah, and Orglis look like they actually are putting a bit more attention towards going for a B execute potentially, but still lots of time left on that clock. Not a full decision yet, but they are down a man. And it is a 3-player stack towards B. And actually going to be both Clash Out and also Wreck just on the opposite sides here of the tunnel. Clash Out able to get one, so that's a good start already. Down to 3, Orglis go. And no control whatsoever, but Valens finally does reply back, taking down another. And they're trying to make something work, but they don't have a lot of time left.
So there's Wrath with the upgraded weapon. He's moving the MP9. He's slapping that Galil right into his opponent's face. And the MP9 Crossfire is going to do Auglis in. So we did see it in the first half, and we've seen the repetition going in, sorry, the first round going to the second round for Auglis. They're doing well with their first picks, but furthermore from there, they're struggling to get re-entries. And you mentioned this term last game, I'm going to snatch it, Laz. They're a bit stuck in the mud, and so far, it's not really looking too promising for Auglis. Not to be a hater, just being real as we see. Secret Club, they're playing a strong game so far. Good defaults that they've got set up.
Definitely showing a dominant CT side so far. I mean, it is early on, but I mean, you can see they're quite disciplined. They have different setups, not just playing the standard, 3-2. They actually did a little bit of a read, and you can already see Rec actually able to get one, does spot the next player, but now that will be Clash able to pick up another. So this is kind of a gimme round. Not really much that we're going to be expecting from Orglis at this point. They just want to burn the money. They want to try to make something work. Clash actually looking to push through the smoke and takes down Valens. And they're trying to make more damage happen, but it's not going to matter as they only lose one. But Secret Club, they got a lot of money that round.
They definitely did, mate. And confidence is key. You've got an idea that your opponent's going to be on the save. They're getting their money ready for the next round. And now comes the question, are we going to see an op? We're not going to see an op from Valens. Roll in with the 5 AKs and no op in the server just yet. It is overpass, so expecting to see one sooner rather than later.
Yeah, this is a very big round for Orglis. The fact that the AKs are on the board, they spent all their money, a lot of investment on the board. But this is actually a different play. Jitter actually trying to get a bit more aggressive on the catwalk of B, trying to make something work, but actually does take some damage against Fugly. But now Ex-Recon5 or Orglis, they definitely have that man advantage. But the question will be for how long?
The retrade in from the Secret Club has been pretty consistent for the first few. This is going to be the first proper full-on buy round we're seeing from Auglis, and so far, so good. Looking to break the goose egg. Grab another one will be Jazz Pimp, jazzing it up and feeling like a pimp as he goes. 5 on 3, and Recon and Auglis. Maybe this is the round.
Yeah, this has been a very successful round for Ex-Recon5. The fact that they've been able to just get picks. Secret Club, they are just trying to get a little bit of information, but they've been playing a bit more aggro. But you can see Rec trying to make the shot work, does take down Valens. We're going to try to get another one, but Jaspim takes him down. So 2-on-4 situation. Ex-Recon5, they're actually going to go for the full commit, but Wolf does take down one, but it will be Clash to fall back, and now Ex-Recon5, they pull through the round 3-1.
Fugly's looking really hot that round. I don't know if you saw mid-round as well, and this is how I know he is feeling it today. He was going for the wall bang through the boost spot. You saw the boost was there. You saw also from Valens going for a wall bang out by Monster as well. So they're using their veteran knowledge and they're bringing it to the playing field here. So 3-1 to score, round number 5, and right now, Auglis, apart from that molly, we're going to ignore that one, Fugly, looking pretty hot. Like that molly.
Not the best molly to have. But it will be another buy round, so Clashia does have the AWP in hand. And they're actually going for a long A aggression. A lot of information for them, so they're fully aware that Ex-Recon5, they're not putting any presence towards middle yet, but just on the opposite side of playground, they're all just sitting there waiting. It's going to be if they can be disciplined, but Clashia does get the one, but Fang able to trade things off. They're not going to be able to retrieve the op from that player as they're too far back. But the trades go in favor. And it will be Jaspim to creep his way through connector, getting a bit of control. Going to go for the surprise peek, but not able to find anybody on short B. So now Secret Club, they're on the 2-2 situation. Not really a lot for them to work with, and this is probably the best gamble for them to do.
It really is, and with that pick along with Clasia there being taken out and the op being removed from the server, not only is that like losing 2 players with the op and the player being removed, it's going to put a bit of a fake in the air as well. So Secret Club, they are not sure what the hell is happening. Fang, he's going to grab 2. So that is a really good trade out there. 3-on-3, and somehow Auglis, they're still in this.
Orglis do have the control, but Rek able to get 1, but Valens shuts it down. So now it's just down to Wrath on the 1-on-2 situation. Position is probably going to be exposed as he's trying to see if he can connect something, but not able to get the bomb planter. But Valens and also Fugly going to be playing a very interesting setup as Valens going to be stuck inside of the water. So a lot of pressure for Wrath. He has to make something connect. Trying to look for somebody, but he actually does get spotted. So now he knows where Valens is, but he's still on the hunt for Fugly. And Fugly can just completely bait him out. But Valens puts the nail in the coffin. And now 3-2 in Ex-Recon5. They should be able to make this a 3-3 unless we see another eco round.
This is a different team, Laz, than we saw last game from Auglis. Not sure if they woke up on the wrong side of bed that day, but Fugly had a great round, Valens had a great round, and not only that, they partnered up in that round there as well. So those are the rounds you expect to see from this kind of caliber of player. It's the MDL, and you're seeing some top tier players bleeding into the MDL to help bring them up the ranks as well. So far so good, and so far a brilliant performance of Auglis if you're watching their last match.
Yeah, so far this has been very good, but actually Orglis, they're completely ready. They just have a butcher shop outside of B. Clashia does not want to be a part of it, so just down to the 1-on-5. Not able to make the deagle connect. Quick, easy round for Orglis. They make this to a 3-3 situation now, but Secret Club do have the money on the board, so they could go for the rifle purchase, but no op. Unless they decide to go for a lighter buy and then have that heavy investment in that next round, but no, instead, they are going to go for the rifles.
Yeah, I don't really think you need to see an up from Auglis just yet. We saw the one attempt from Classy earlier on, but lo and behold, that was a round that led to Auglis picking up, I believe it's their second there. So if they are to resurface with the op, perhaps Auglis will return fire, but they're doing really well with close trades, and this is what was lacking last game for Imperium. Recon, Auglis, apparently they've done their homework and they're doing the exact opposite of what we saw from Imperium, and it's paying off so far.
Yeah, you can even see that Secret Club is actually going for the full aggression down middle again, and they do get the 1-on-1 trade, so they take down Fang. So it is a 4-on-4 situation, but a 3-man stack once again at that B site. And Orglis, they look like they're actually going to be putting all the eggs in this B site basket. And Clashia actually sneaks his way through the smoke, but it's not going to matter as Wolfie shuts it down. The flashes are there, and it's all just down to Jet. The ump in hand. The HP of Rek is so low, but he doesn't have the bomb. He doesn't have any utility to work with except for one flash. Really a flash and a dream at this point. He's going to have to catch these guys off guard, but at this point, he might just bait the clock, see if they're going to reposition themselves. But this should be the round that Ex-Recon5 should be able to pull this through unless somehow Jet comes through, but Rek is going to wreck him in the head. Full face of lead, and Secret Club pull it through.
Wreckham, Ralph, Secret Club, not secret. It's fact they are going to be landing one more round, and 4-3 is the score on round number 8. Auglis looking good and snagging the op as well. So Jet has the op in hand, looking to be impactful here. No op on the side of Secret Club, and with that being said, you look at their money, not even really an option if they were to go for util. And if you're going to talk about economy for Overpass especially, so difficult to save money on the CT side. Ever so difficult. Got to get a loan.
Yeah, you're definitely calling the bank and trying to see what you can make work, but that's one of the difficulties of the CT side is that the weapons are so much more expensive. So when you start to lose the rounds or you start to having those ups and downs when you win and lose, that really can just mess up the economy so much for Sika Club. But they still have that 1 round lead. Things are looking good, and like we said, Jet does have the op on the side of Orglis on T. A very slow round once more, but you can see both Wrath and also Jitter going to be actually stacked inside the bathroom, so they're putting a lot of pressure on here, trying to see if they can get the off angle, and then they're going to be able to hopefully get those trades.
Hopefully so, and things are starting to plateau and slow down a bit here. Both teams waiting for the opponent to make a move, and it's going to be Jet sneaking out along with Fugly grabbing a pick, and I mentioned he's having a good game. He definitely is. He's bullying those players on B side.
Bullies them back, and you can already see Clashy actually going to fall back and pick up another rifle. But Wrath, does take down one, but takes a lot of damage, but his teammate does fall, so he's not able to get this trade, but he's actually going to throw the flash. He's going to try to go for the full aggression. He's trying to see if he can land it, but he's able to take down Fang, so now a 3-on-3 situation, but the HP is so much better for Orglis. As you can see, Wrath already down to 19 HP, living on the skin of his teeth. And another slow round, but there's only 9 seconds. There's nothing that can happen here. And Orglis, I don't think they realize.
That's not good. They really should have done something this round. So many good picks, but perhaps you could put it down to Wrath on a Wraith and coming through, doing really, really well with that little pop flash out there. And that slow crawl round the corner, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that to be the suggested or recommended play, but he made it work and managed to grab that round. But truthfully, let's be honest, I think that was a bit of a bloomer, a mistake from Orglis.
Yeah, I think the aggression from Wrath actually was a big impact, because I think that just kind of threw Orglis off guard, and I think they just completely lost the concept of time, realizing they only had 9 seconds left and they're all the way in the back of A. But it's a big save round. They do still have their AKs in the op. The one player, which will be Valen's, not really a lot for him to work with, but he'll take the sacrifice if he needs to. We see the pause comes through, but now it's been canceled, so I'd imagine that must be coming from Orglis. Reconstructing the playbook one more time. And like we said, this has actually been a very good game from them, as we saw earlier. Wasn't their best performance, but that's the whole point of the early season, coach.
It is. Get out those growing pains. Get the worst of your games out of the way, and then learn from it. That's a CSGO key, isn't it, really? If you're not learning from your mistakes, then why are you playing? Jet, though, learning from previous rounds, getting aggressive with the opping connector, and going to be removing Jitter right away. So no room for Jitters. Immediately removes that, getting another 1-2. That's 2, that's 3, and that's the 5 versus 2 immediately here from Orglis. So bouncing back from that timeout, clearly something big was said from Valence.
Yeah, Valence must have just kind of ran through the strategy and figured out a bit of a hole in Secret Club's game so far on their CT side. And it actually will just be 2 players left. They're actually quite far from each other, so now Rek actually making his way, creeping his way through, but Wolf, position completely exposed, but he's going to get taken down. So Rek on the 1-on-4 situation. This is not the position you want to be in. You can see the Molotovs are flying in, nades across the board. Not a lot for him to work with, so he's going to have to come up big. He does have the defuse kit, but now loses the exchange to Valence, so Valence should be able to pick up a free rifle, and that's a big round from Orglis, coach.
Buy a deagle, get a rifle free. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am almost speechless, because we've said it a few times. This is a miraculous turnaround from Orglis. I was not too hopeful from their last game, and that's just gone off of stats. We're just gone off of what we've seen, proof in the product, but apparently that is not the true Orglis, showing some kind of hero plays here.
Yeah, definitely a different recipe from Orglis on their T side so far. Really making a run for Secret Club's money. And this actually is a bit of a gimme round, but Fang actually does take down one. But he takes a lot of damage, but Wolf able to land another shot. So making it a 4-on-4 situation. Can he land this? No. Jaspim going to be taking him down. But the Deagles are actually flying across the board, and all of a sudden now it's just down to Jet. The AWP player with only 2 more players to go against. He does have the bomb, so he's going to be able to run to B site so fast, gets the free plant, but he's going to have to be so crucial on his post-plant situation.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Deagles. It's only Deagles. They had full buys as well. That spray down from Jazz Pimp, I thought that was going to set them up for absolute success and no questions asked. Somehow...
Oh my goodness, this full aggression is so big. He actually does make it the one-on-one situation, but no, it's not going to be good. Oh, no. The timing, no, Jitter goes for the full defuse, and Jet, the valiant effort, it doesn't pan out, and Jitter, the 9 HP player, pros don't fake, and he definitely proves it there. And Secret Club keep the lead going.
Wow, you read my mind, lads. Don't be a loser, buy a diffuser, pros don't fake, whatever you want to say. 9 HP, you've got a kit, why not? Why not? Give it. And so that's going to be a great round, 6-4, and we're heading into our double figures round number 11. This is turning out to be a really, really back and forth game.
This has been a very back and forth game, and definitely not something we saw in our earlier match, but you can already see this is what I was talking a little bit about earlier, is that the CTs are putting so much pressure into middle, and they're actually going to try to isolate Valens, but he's just on the other side of this wall. He does have the bomb, but if they can push him without the T's noticing, this could be a problem, but Valens takes them down. Jitter able to get one, able to get a second. So now that will be the bomb. They know he's here, but he's actually going to try to go for a self pop flash, but doesn't find anybody. Wolf going to come through, but almost gets another as Jet takes him down with the Glock. A 2-on-3 situation. I was just thinking of Days yelling Glocks. It's a 2-on-3, but this back kill from Wolf taking down 2 more, and this is looking so good from Secret Club.
Yeah, again, literal goosebumps from this matchup. Back and forth, 3 versus 3, 2 versus 2, and it's a 1 versus 1. HP advantage is going to be chilling with Rek, and he's got the util. He's got that flash to get him out of that sticky situation if he gets isolated by the ARP. Jazz Pimp, though, he's jazzing it up, and he's tap dancing his way straight into the B-bomb site. Does he know he's got the site to himself, though, I wonder?
And that's kind of always the big stress when you're on this one-on-one situation. The map is so big. There's so many different situations. Your head is just thinking of every single situation possible. And you can see even Rek was trying to go for a different play, but realizes it wasn't the right play. But Jazzpimp has 1 shot to hit here, 11 HP. Rek going to be making a bit of noise down short, so Jazzpimp has to connect this shot. And he's going to be lined up, but he actually lands the leg, but Rek takes him down and almost lands the 1 shot to hit, but not quite. And Rek, he keeps it alive for Secret Club, 7-4.
Oh, 1 shot, 1 opportunity. I had that face there as though I was actually Jazz Pimp, where you sort of like you sucked on a lemon and you're like, oh, that was such a close shot. A leg shot, you're going to be hitting your desk after that one.
Oh, coach. Oh, the slurping noises killed me. But I know what you mean. I just can't even right now, if I'm going to be honest. But yes, it's one of those things where, you know, you have so much pressure to land the shot so close. A big effort, but just not able to get the full body. Actually connects the kneecap, which doesn't do over 100 damage as normally Op would. But again, a good effort from Orglis. We've been just seeing such a different side of them on T side.
So not lemons at all. Shooting real lead and bullets here. It is going to be a 4 versus 3. Galil-centric will be Orglis, and HP is not their best friend right now. Not at all. Going to work out, though.
These are really good trades. I mean, Wrath actually pushing through, but it just leaving it down to Rek once more. He has pulled the clutch once again, but he's a big task, and Jet reads him like a book, reads it like a book, shuts him down. And Orglis, they have the 5th round, and it's getting very close. We're on round number 13. So for anybody that isn't aware, the half does switch at round 15. So only a few more to go.
Laz, call me Lemon.
Lemon.
7-5 we are, round number 13, and Orglis, I'm, again, non-stop surprises here. This is like, you open a present, there's another present inside, and you've got 50 other presents within that as well. They're doing so well in turning looking defeat in the face and flipping it on its head to have a king sat and have the crown rolling on. So they've got their 5 rounds, lads. This is a T-side for Overpass. You've got to be happy with 5, surely?
Yeah, I definitely think this is a very good showing from them so far. I know we've been talking a lot about their previous match. I mean, luckily we had the opportunity and the privilege to cast it, but it just wasn't looking like it was their day. But so far, they've been definitely putting a lot of pressure onto Secret Club. And like we said before, this is two completely different rankings where Secret Club, they're actually a top 3 team, whereas Ex-Recon5, they're almost near the bottom. I mean, they're ranked number 15. It still is early on, of course, in the season, but it definitely makes you get a little bit nervous if you're a Secret Club fan.
It does, and when you're looking at the big guns that have just been sitting on the bench, and that's Valens and Fuckley, they've seen so much CS:GO, probably more hours than a lot of Secret Club's players put together. No offense at all, just the facts of the matter. Gonna work out with the Glue and the AK, and these Deagles not able to do and reproduce what they've made in previous rounds. All that utility dedicated towards poor Jitter. He must be shaking his boots and wobbling, falling over, and that's another round for Auglis.
Yeah, and at this point it is 7-6, so there is the opportunity where Orglis have that chance where they could actually win this half by just 1. But it will be another save round, so I mean we can never count it out. No ops in the hands of Orglis. They actually do have 5 rifles across the board. Whereas now we see the USPs and actually just a few P250 and a Deagle in the hand here for 1 player each. So not the buy you want, not the situation you want, but they're actually going to get pushed back. And Wrath actually taking so much blind as he's actually going to have to reposition himself. But now he has 4 members to go against, but he gets shut down, and Jet capitalizing on the opportunity.
I'm delighted to see the team plays out of Auglis. Disappointed I was before, and proud I am now. A proud dad of CS:GO.
Proud.
Really doing well here. I'm super impressed.
What's the proud mother goose, or no, mother hen or something like that? I can't remember what it's called, but yes, a proud dad will call it. But forgot the expression.
Dad, whatever it may be, we're happy with what we're seeing so far, and hopefully so are you for this MDL Season 35 matchup. Cracking plays here from Auglis, and so many players being thrown into the dirt. It's going to be 1 player left, as Jitter. He's been commonly left in these sort of 2 versus 3 versus 1s, and he's not able to turn it into a dub. 7-7. I would not have predicted this.
One of the key things to note too from that round, I mean, Secret Club, they really didn't put any money on the board, but the fact that they actually took down 3 players from Orglis, again, it's late in the round, or late in the half, my apologies. It doesn't make as much of a difference, but it definitely helps to shut it down for Ex-Recon5 to invest more money and things like that. But a very good effort. You can see the firepower is definitely strong on the CT side.
It is. Help your ADR as well. Always boost your stats. Helps the ego. Helps the rating. And trade for trade, eye for an eye. It's 4 versus 4.
4 versus 4 situation. Rec going to be pushed all the way into B. Actually shifting the positioning from Secret Club. You can see Wolf is trying to just do the jump spot. Class J going to be stuck on the back side of Bathroom. Orglis not really going for any kind of full push yet. Again, there's so much time on the board and balance. He's actually just going to be creeping his way, trying to get that information, because he's going to be the point man. He's trying to get as much info for his team so that they can feel confident, not have to checking every single spot. But Wolf does actually come up big, takes down Fang, being a bit of a thorn, and now the smokes land, and Clashia actually replies back also. So it is just down to 2.
Classic going big there. I wasn't too sure if that play at Bathroom was going to work. Not the first time that play's been made, but staying in the reserves on the bench and being subbed in perfectly. It's all down to Fuggly, and Fuggly grabbing 1 and 1 over and done. Secret Club returning with that last buy, getting the last round of the half. Maybe, just maybe, that will give them that morale boost, guys. We got the last one. We just about won the half. Barely, but we did.
Yeah, very big half from Orglis. I mean, I know we've been talking about it, but I mean, just it is a very close half, and Secret Club being the position they're in. So now things will be shifted over. Going to be going on that T side, and it will be a question if their T side is more dominant than their CT. But I'd be very impressive, or very happy if I was Orglis right now. The fact that you can pull that many rounds on your T side, that's very good.
We saw veteran plays out the yin yang there. So many plays where you could hear the cogs turning in Fugly and Valen's head and across the team. And we do focus a lot on Fugly and Valens, but that's because the level of CSGO they've played surpasses where we are right now. Some fantastic players and up-and-coming players we have right now in the MDL, but these players bringing that seasoned knowledge into the MDL and spreading the love, if you will, to give that information, those strats to younger players so they can continue their plays and improve themselves as they go. So I'm really enjoying how CSGO has progressed, especially in the ESEA realm, where it's a whole mismatch right now. It isn't what it used to be 5 years ago, and I mean that in a good sense, in the way that there's a lot more variety of skill level of players, and it's making for a really exciting season for MDL.
Yeah, really good point. I mean, just talking a little bit about the league. So for anybody that isn't aware, I mean, the MDL is essentially the creme of the crop, the top of the ESEA division. So it is those players that are now trying to fight for the big stages and the big tournaments, and they are those professional players where you have the lower divisions, the open, the intermediates, main, everything like that, where you work towards this point. So definitely any match can go any way, any given day.
It definitely can, and all these players, all 10 have been grinding non-stop in the 128 tick servers of ESCA, and not a shot being missed. Hopefully, that's going to be the score for Auglis here. Turn things round, coming off of that massive loss previously, and things looking good so far. Fang grabbing the headshot for the entry, and again, right away, we're into the 4 vs 4. Hardly 20 seconds is gone.
Yeah, they're just completely hitting the gas. They don't want to let go, and really putting a lot of pressure onto Orglis. Fang trying to slow things down, but Wrath showing the Wrath in the bank. But oh my goodness, Jet lands the quick shot, but it is just down to him. 1 HP and a dream. But you can see Secret Club, they're completely swarming him. They want this. They're trying to ambush him, and they take him down. They pick up that pistol round once again.
Jet trying to throw on the Jets there. Zoom, get the hell out of dodge with that 100 armor, the 1 HP, not able to do so. And that tells you how badly Secret Club want this. They want no one saving. They're going on the hunt, and you're right, it was a manhunt. Poor, who was that there? I think it was it Fang or was it, no, sorry, Jet. Poor
Jet. That's the worst feeling too, because you're like, there's no way I'm going to get this unless I land some kind of crazy shot. But either way, the valiant effort was there. You can see Orglis, they're actually going to go for the scout purchase. So 3 scouts with the MP9. So really trying to contest, but actually it does land and showing to be a bit of a benefit as they're taking significant damage against Secret Club. Jitter already down to 31 HP so early on in the round. And like we can see, they're actually going to get this mid control. Going to be preparing for an A execute. But it is a 3-player stack from Orglis. But the fact that there is a lot of scout players, this could be detrimental to them.
It could be extremely detrimental if they're to have Secret Club up in their face and going for those close quarter combat engagements, not be able to really do anything. That kind of shot though from Jet, that's what we need to see. One player still lit from the previous scout shot, and this is a doable round.
Yeah, this is a full push. You can see the Molotovs are coming in. Rek getting a lot more close and personal, trying to use the smoke to his advantage. But the CTs, they're completely stuck on the backside of this. But Fang able to put the MP9 to work, but Rek able to get one. Position exposed, but it's not going to matter. He's cleaning the house, but now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Both Fang and Valens, they have to come up big, but it's not going to be big enough. And Secret Club, they get the 10th round. They make the double digits, and putting them, the CTs, in a bit of a bind on their money.
Yeah, that buy with the scouts, that was a risky play. And we've talked of high risk, high reward. They were able to get the damage off early, so that's sting, that's 1 point of encouragement, and they were able to get the first frag in. But when it comes to playing that ace site and getting all busy and up close and personal at the bank, you don't want to be more than arm's length away from your opponent with the kind of weapon you're rolling with. So a scout, not ideal, when Wolf just coming right through the MP9, not stopping, and it's not even going to be the play that's looking like it's going to be the distraction noodle.
Yeah, this is actually a very interesting play, because the fact that I think he just had a Mac 10, so he just did a full push into the site, wanted to see what was there, but now Secret Club, they're going to be pushing through. Jitter able to get one, able to get another kill with his teammate Wrath, able to pick up another, and that's going to be a double kill for him now, and it is just Jazz Pimp. The MP9 in hand does have a smoke, no diffuse kit, no armor, so any shot can just completely throw the aim off. Smoke going to be landing in front of him, but now at this point, He's really just trying to see if he can find any kind of shot, maybe run away with a rifle.
Yeah, snagging one frag would be really good for him if he's able to do that. 3 frags though, and especially if Wrath was to walk into his crosshair, that'd be lovely. Not going to be it though. It's going to be Rek protecting his friends, protecting the fam, and it's 7-11 or 11-7 if you will.
Shout out to 7-Eleven. No, I'm just kidding. Buy your Mountain Dew game fuel, of course. Yeah, exactly. You just got to go there and get some. So,
damn. And it's free delivery right now, I think, as well, through Uber. So there you go. If you want your Mountain Dew for delivery, you can't be bothered to get out and go get it. There you go. You've got a shortcut to it. Talking of shortcuts, though, going straight through into Playgrill will be Jitter. Not hesitating at all on these pushes. And we've seen this a few times, Laz, from Secret Club. With their plays, they're really bizarre. They're absolutely bizarre. How would you read if a player just ran into a site without stop, without utility? Do you expect a full push? Do you expect a fake? Really hard to read. And as you can see, Auglis, they're having a difficult time right now.
yeah, they really are. And I mean, Secret Club, like I was saying before, as a T, you really want to get that map control. You want to put a lot of pressure on these CTs, and that's exactly what they're doing. And you can see they're actually playing a lot more passive. So they're playing the one player in the heaven with having Jazzpim just in water. So kind of giving a little bit more control, a little bit more opportunity for Secret Club to creep their way through. But as we can see, they actually are going to be changing the game plan once more. So they're actually going to completely retreat from this idea and actually putting their attention towards A once again. And I definitely don't blame them. It's been the bread and butter, coach.
It really has. And as we see, this is such a hard game to read. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to have a player's mindset in this game. So difficult, and you just don't know what to expect. Hearing some footsteps though, Secret missing the jump, and they must have ideas on this. They must.
And Wolf actually trying to creep through the smoke, so he might try to be this element of surprise. He might try to be the smoke criminal. He's waiting. You can just tell he's just waiting for that smoke to dissipate a little bit more. But now the CTs are going to be grouped up into this site. But it will be Jet able to get another shot, able to get a triple kill now, looking to get another. And Secret Club just down to 1, but it won't matter as Recon5 or Ex-Recon5 pick up another round, making it 8-11.
Exposing Secret Club there, and we're just giving Secret Club credit where credit was due, and the Caster's Curse came in at some point, Laz. It was for Secret Club there. So look at the economy. They do have somewhat of a buy. It's a bit of a sketchy buy. A Mac-10 and a Galil, a little bit of utility, and I wonder, are Auglis going to be prepared for this? Are they expecting the save?
Auglis might not be expecting this quite yet. But, you know, Secret Club, like we've been saying, they've been kind of playing their T side with the pedal to the metal, really just getting in the face, putting a lot more pressure against them. And you can already see they have the short B control, so they might try to actually go for the double stack, and Wrath going to be going on top of his teammate's head, so he might be able to find the shot, but Jazzpim shuts him down. He reads him like a book, and Auglis, they now pull through with a slight advantage.
Peekaboo, ICU, and Whack-A-Mole taking Wrath out of the server. So that is a big hitter. We spoke about the carry, not a carry in this game, but he's top frag of his team so far. 5 wins, 1 loss for Secret Club, and that does mean Auglis, they're performing out of their socks right now, doing a really good job. And if they were able to turn this into a dub, this would be such an ego and morale boost. It would be a massive pat on the back.
It definitely would. And Valen's perfect timing. He runs through the smoke because it was just landing, so they weren't expecting that. But Wolf will be the one player to stick himself onto the short. Rek going to be able to get this bomb. Looks like they are going to try to contest at this B site. Going to be ready to throw the Molotov, which will land on top. But he does actually just miss it, but it lands a little bit on the barrels. Smoke going to be coming through, which will distinguish it. So they're going to have to push through. 17 seconds left. Rek, he has to do something huge. Not a lot of time for him to work with. He does pick up 1. 10 seconds remaining, but it's not going to matter as Fang shuts him down once more. And Secret Club, they're going to be on the eco round.
They are, and I wonder, Liz, put this hindsight, you know, it's 2020, but if they'd saved one of those rifles, they could do a tank play, have the one player to go for the entry. For some reason, pushing with 20 seconds left and those last 2 rifles, knowing you've got an imminent save ahead, I think that was a bit of a questionable play in my opinion.
Bit of a questionable play, and I definitely agree with you. I mean, it would have been almost better to potentially just save the weapons if you can. But you can see they're actually going to go for a full aggression inside a connector. Fang trying to actually go for the flank, and he might be successful. They might not see or anticipate him to be there. He picks up the one, but they're trying to just make some kind of a pick work. But now Jet completely stuck in a hard place as he's stuck in the corner, but the flash is coming in. He's not able to land it, but Fugly pulling through with a double takes him down, and it's only Wreck. Picks up an M4 for the reward with the Tech 9, but he's got 3 players to go against, able to get another. He's trying to look for more, and somehow he gets away from this. How is this possible?
Look at that movement, lads. That's fantastic, and that shows the kind of players you've got in the server right now. They're not messing around at all, and just air strafe past his opponent, strafe past the bullets like Neo for the Matrix, and he's looking hot for this 2 versus 1.
Yeah, this is a really good position, and he's actually playing them very smart angles. So what he's doing is he's completely focusing onto Heaven, not exposing himself to any other position, but both players going to be playing towards the lower CT connector. So playing together, but Wreck, he's in a very strong position, but as soon as he makes the shot, position will be exposed. He's going up for one, able to get the second, and that's a quad kill for Wreck. And now Secret Club keep the lead going, and that's such a big round.
Go for the BM, spray off that 4K, lads. What was that? That air strafe out of bathroom. Wow, that's a game changer. I think that potentially could be the game winner to get them on that momentum train. You've got to be tilted if you're Auglis after that. What a phenomenal play. I think that's play of the game, lads.
It's one of those feel-bad moments, and I'm not sure who it was just outside of bathroom that was completely whiffing it, but that is just the worst feeling when you just can't get the shots to land. But Fang, look at this aggression, going for more, almost able to get the triple. Jet able to take down another. We're getting a little bit too excited and praising Secret Club early on, and now they're just down to 2, with Wrath already down to 12 HP, Coach.
So I think Auglis, they heard us there. They're like, okay, no, that was a mistake. They felt the pain and the burn of that round, and they came out the gates hot. So 4 versus 2, make that a 4 versus 1, and Wrath, he's not going anywhere. Top frag, perhaps, of the entire server, statistically speaking, but being put in the body bag for that round. So it's 12-10. Auglis back and forth continuing in the second half, and this is anyone's game. Both teams deserve the win, though. I'm going to say that right out there, lads. They've played very, very well.
Definitely a different Orglis team than we've seen so early on, and Secret Club getting tested completely like I was kind of mentioning before. But they are in the save round. Rekka is going to be the only one with an AK in his hands, but they're actually going to be pushing through connector, pushing back these CTs. You can see it was Fugly, and I believe it was also Valens that were the ones that pushed up, but Fugly stuck in the corner, but he's able to get one, able to get a second, able to get a third, and it's just easy picks, able to get the fourth. Can he get this ace? The lurk of Wreck, and he's all the way in the back of bathrooms, looking to see if he can find anything before he falls. Gets the one. Trying to look for more Fugly. You can see him just on the other side of this wall. He's completely posted up. He's ready. He's fully hungry for it. He wants this ace, and he's going to get it.
He wants it. He nails it on the scoreboard. And that is the first ace of both teams so far in this MDL Season 35. So, raw talent. Fugly not having the best game, but I'm going to tell you now, Fugly having a fantastic game so far on Overpass. OP, my dude. OP.
And that's kind of what we were saying before about Orglis. I mean, the players across the board definitely have a lot of good experience, and that's where we kind of saw Fugly. You know, it is an eco round, give it that, but definitely showing the good recoil control, not falling to any kind of pressure, especially how close they were to him. But you can see Fang does actually find one on short. Jazz Pimp able to push through one, able to get the second. That's going to be the bomb. Easy picks once more for Orglis, leaving it just down to a Tech 9 and a Glock. Clashia able to shut this down, and now the score is completely even, 12-12, and this is going to be a big test of Secret Club. They should have the money in the bank for what they want to do.
They will, and no money for the up, $50 short, and that's going to put them shy of those long-range engagements. Only a Scout or the Cocaine Krieg will give that opportunity for the long range, but opting out and opting in for the AKs. But look at Wrath. He's got no util.
No util, so decides actually just go for the head armor and just the AK. But Secret Club, they're grouping up just outside of B. Not making any noise, not trying to give away their position. Yeah, but you can see, look at this aggression. Both Fang and Jazzpimp, they're actually going to push through. So they're running into a complete trap, but all of a sudden, complete whiffs, but they finally land. And now it's going to be Valens to hold things down, to hold the fort, throwing the Molotov, trying to slow down any kind of aggression. But Secret Club, they have so much time to work with. They don't have to make this decision yet. And you can see they're already falling back. And the CTs, now they're on the guessing game.
And Jet all on his lonesome. Another one being removed, and it's going to be 4 versus 2. One player is sight, and it's anywhere they want to go for Secret Club. It is a secret, and we're going to find out shortly what it will be on the reveal. I'm not too sure if that push was the play. I get the concept from Auglis. You've got to catch him off guard, but they've been pushing those smokes a little too often. You can't keep making that Stewie 2K play over and over again. It becomes predictable if you're going to push every smoke.
Yeah, and that's, we talked about it before, and it's about being like high risk and high reward, or, I don't think in that situation it's like a high reward, because, I mean, really, if you lose, you're going to lose those weapons, and that's exactly what we saw. But this now, it will be Fugly just on the opposite side of barrels. So can this risky play, this risky setup, can he pull it through? No. Wrath annihilates him. Full face of lead, just leaving it down to Jet. The op in hand. The HP for Wrath not so high, but in this kind of a position, they might just need to save this all.
If it wasn't 12-12, go for that clutch. But it's 12-12. Get the hell out of there, Jet, and save that up for the next round. If Jet is able to save this, talking of money, we'll be able to get a full buy across the board. Someone can drop Jazz, and they should be good to go with full util, kits, and all. But that's a big if. Secret Club not really looking to go on the hunt, though, so I say it's a big if. I take it all back. It's looking like a guaranteed in the bank, literally, for Jet. Up, exclamation mark bank, into the next round, and off we go. Do you remember that from CS Salts, where you could bank your money in community servers, lads?
Oh, jeez, I totally forgot about that. I don't even want to remember that. Oh boy, going back in time. Oh lordy.
Focusing where we are though, it's CSGO, and CS Sauce is a thing of the past and the roots. Talking of roots, the roots of Secret, they're looking pretty strong right now. Talking of that though, Jet's gonna slap in the face of Wrath, and top frag removed. It's a 5 versus 4 straight away. I think that's the fastest pick we've seen.
Yeah, that's a really big pick from Jet. The fact that he was actually able to run through. He threw the smoke on the far right corner, so he still had lots of vision so he can get that pick, and you can see he landed it quite convincingly. But now Secret Club down the player. It is actually Wrath, which is their strongest fragger so far on the board. But it is going to be Jazzpimp just on the opposite side of barrels. Going to be trying to throw as much utility to slow things down as much as possible. Actually does land a lot of damage, but he does make a kiss with Wolf. But Wolf going to be taking him down. The bomb will get planted with the CTs. They're completely swarming this site. But it is falling apart. Jitter able to pick up another. Now both Fugly and Fang trying to group themselves up inside of water. But Rek actually goes for the full aggression. He plays the one-on-one duel. He picks up one. But now, things are not looking too good. And Fugly does have the utility. He throws the Molotov, takes down another. So it's just down to Jitter. And this isn't the position you want to be in. But they're not defusing this bomb yet. And Jet, he's completely posted out, ready to go. Oh no, but Jitter, he takes him down. He's got this, and he takes it, and that's a triple. That's such an important clutch. Jitter, you absolute monster.
These clutches, I'm sitting in my chair with goosebumps for the whole bloody second half, lads. This is insane. So many clutches, and it ended with a clutch in the first half, and they've continued through as we were on to the second year. There's that timeout. That's got to be from Auglis. They're going to be hitting the table, throwing mice, throwing headsets, and sipping some Mountain Dew, try and get them back in the zone and honed in. That is not a round they should have lost, not at all.
A lot of individual play coming from Secret Club. You can just see the clutches have been really, really impactful for them. And like you said, that's one of those frustrating rounds. The match pause does come through, so this is that opportunity where the IGL can constructively get a little bit irritated, or gives the feedback much needed to his teammates for figuring out what do we need to do to fix this plan. But the money situation for Auglis is just not looking good. They fully invest into this, but if they lose this, this could be it.
It could be GG no re. The P250 is all we're going to see on the side of Valens. Opting in, guys, guns across the board. This is what you're doing. Post up, and let's hope they can end up better off than that 2 versus 1. That was a really good play from Rec, but it was a doable round. In the past now, though, looking forward only. And 2 players in the server out of the 10 are going to have a bit of a miscellaneous buy with the Mac 10 and the P2 on Valens and Rec.
Yeah, this is a very interesting setup. You can see Wolf actually creeping his way through the connector. Won't be able to spot Fugly, but this Molotov will actually land, so that's going to actually isolate him. They're going to have to burn the smoke to get himself out of that position. So he knows there's someone close, but instead, he actually doesn't want to go for this fight. Instead, it gets the information for them to work with. So now they're going to use this information. They're going to push their way into middle, get that control once more. You can see the CTs, they're grouped up inside of connector, but Jet going to be on the opposite side here of short bathroom. Going to be completely pinched. The flashes are coming in, putting him completely in the hot seat. But now the T's, they actually might shift this plan again.
Yeah, what are they doing there? Falling through connector like a caterpillar, just seeking the frags, and that really spells they want to put the morale of Auglis in the trash can. They really, really do. They're not looking just to win, they're looking to demolish.
Speaking of demolish, the damage comes through. Rec taking so much more, but Jet not able to make it work. And now the CTs completely ambushing this site. Once again, Fang able to get the bomb down. And now Valens, it's just down to him, a P250 in hand. If he can get this kill on the Wolf, this could be the 1-on-1. But the time's not looking good. He actually gets the kill, but it's not going to matter, as it will be Jitter to get the trade. They survive, and now they're on match point, coach.
That was such a close round. Valens, you made the best of that situation. A P250, he really was between a rock and a hard place to start that round out. But talking of time, I actually don't believe there was enough time to plant the bomb, Laz. There was 4 seconds after the bomb had started to be planted. So if Valens had just ran, that could have been his round. But one of those situations where you've got the adrenaline pumping, you've got the caffeine in your system from all of the Mountain Dew that you're pumped full of, and it's something that you can't always make those decisions on the fly. That's a tough one.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing when we talk about the pressure situations and those clutch moments. The heart and the adrenaline is definitely going, so it makes you sometimes you just can't get the play. But either way, they're gonna have to make a big play. As Fugly, the only one with the big rifle, but he actually does a bit of damage with the scout. Does take the first bit of damage against him, but Jet actually lands the deke, trying to go for a little bit more. Oh my! This is now a bit of a change.
See you later, Alligator. 2 AKs versus the dodgy buy here from Auglis. If they are able to make this, we might have an OT game potential on our hands. Time shall tell, though. 2 AKs, a flash, or sorry, 2 AKs and 2 smokes for Secret Club. Execute incoming.
Yeah, they find the position of Fugly, so they still know that he's playing really, really close. Still 40 seconds left. They do have the bomb. But you can see the positioning of the CTs. They're actually getting a little bit more aggro. So Fang creeping his way through the connector. Jazzpim going to be coming right behind him. But this could be a bit of a dire because now the T's are playing a bit more separate. Barath now giving up his position once more. He's kind of waiting to see if the CTs are going to go for an aggression. You can see he's trying to fake the steps, but they don't really have a lot to work with. Wrath able to get the one, but he's going to get shut down. And Wolf, he's only got 12 seconds left, so he has to completely frag out. Back is completely exposed to another player, but he's trying to creep through, but it's not going to matter. And Orglis, they pull another round through.
That was like that was as scrappy as a street fight, lads. Not like you left the bar, you're like throwing some fists. It works though. It does work. Staying on their feet barely. A few staggers later, and now we're seeing the M4s. Now we're seeing the FAMAS, and still 3 MP9s. So if that doesn't tell you a story of where the economy is, I don't know what does.
This is just completely gone back and forth. It's like a teeter-totter. Honestly, Orglis, you think they're out, but they pull it through again and again. Leaving Secret Club with only double AKs with pistols. But Orglis, they have a good position. I mean, the weapons are not the best, but definitely better considering when we're looking on the other side here on the T's.
No utility, as well as the weapons that you mentioned there as well, Laz. So with no util, this puts Auglis in the hot seat. Yeah, you've got some tough weapons they're working with, but we've got so many skilled players here that have showed us time and time again how to use these weapons. So much damage inflicted right away as well. One over and out, and it is going to be the 5 versus 4. So no util for a re-execute to leave. They are stuck in some kind of monstrous prison there.
Monstrous prison. I mean, they do have that opportunity where they could fall back, and this just hasn't been working out well. But the CTs, they're actually still trying to contest. They're still trying to fight, but Valen's able to pick up another. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Still lots of time, but Wreck actually does land the deagle. Disgusting shot, and now just down to Fugly and Jet. They've definitely been the hotter players on this side, but you can see Secret Club, they finally realized, let's get out of here. We need to reconvene our plan towards that A site potentially.
This round here is a 3 versus 2, so this has to be a win for Auglis to stay in the matchup. Otherwise, it is going to be a 16-13. They deserve to be in OT. They really, really do. The kind of T side they put out, fantastic job. Clutches left, right, and center. Talking of that, though, Clutches, we've seen so good digs here, and Reggie looks to have great positioning. Time, though, is of the essence.
Yeah, Fugly, if he could find this maybe, but no, bit too late, but does find the one.
Trying to go more than one here, isn't he? He's got 2.
Surely not. Wreck, actually, this is a really good position from him. He did a full flank, and Fugly not able to read it, and Wreck shuts him down with the deagle. And that's going to be that. And Secret Club, they keep the lead going. Very dominant game from Orglis, and definitely kudos to them.
That was probably the best game in the I think we've seen so far. That's what a pleasure that was. Fantastic show from both teams. 3Ks, 4Ks, even the first ace we've seen in MDL so far this season. GG.
Yeah, big game. And I mean, like we were saying before, I mean, Secret Club, they were on the top of the food chain in the division, things like that. So big kudos to them for, you know, keeping their lead, but they definitely got tested here on Overpass, which was definitely a big improvement that we've seen from Orglis.
Super massive improvement. And what I can say is Orglis have got some really good potential for the rest of the season. That matchup there shows what they are capable of. We've had so much difficulty with their reads in the previous game, and that game, that resets it for me. So potential for them to be in the top few teams this season? I think just maybe. Time shall tell.
Times will definitely tell, but we are going to be closing things off here. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you guys did enjoy the show, please throw a follow. Just a bit of a recap. My name is Laz, and I am one of the contestants for the next Big Caster Challenge for ESEA. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, throw a follow on the channel, and make sure to follow our socials, which is Laz_TV and at the Coach 101.
Thanks very much, Laz, for having me. It was a pleasure, and hopefully everyone enjoyed it at home. Take care, and until next time.
Everybody loves an underdog.
Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
This friend zone. I swear that you look at me differently. Whatever it is, it just feels so real. And your eyes keep on talking in the silence, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing now, yeah. And I'm hoping you are getting closer. Well, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're end zone.